guys need motivation to do your job?
No, not really. Not really.
We're very responsible.
We are very responsible.
Yes.
You enjoy cycling, which is how
Yeah.
I just think it's lovely that they can go and do something like that. It gives them that independence. Plus as well, they really enjoy riding their bikes, so that they're more encouraged to bring them to school to do it at weekends, in the summer to go out after school.
My name's Ewan. The best bit of the job is helping little kids with their bikes and inspiring them to ride their bikes.
My name is Tara. My favourite part about being a bike marshal is seeing the smiles on the kids' faces when they're riding their bikes and having a lot of fun.
My name's Zoe and I've been a bike marshal for 2 years. My favourite thing of being a bike marshal is organising things for other people to do on their bikes.
My name is Milana. I like organising different events like bike weeks and publishing the Wake Up newsletter.
My name is Emma. My favourite bit about being a bike marshal is seeing all the little kids being happy riding their bikes.
At the meeting we
Discuss how to make cycling to school more enjoyable and organising different bike weeks and having new ideas to make
for the cycle track.
cycling more fun. I remember that when we were doing cycling proficiency.
Oh yes.
We were really nervous we wouldn't pass it. When it came to the fact that we did, then we just thought we could sort of teach the children on the cycle track the same things that we did for the cycling proficiency.
Yeah, so they're ready when they do it. We're basically giving them like a heads up to what's going on.
We encourage children to bring their bikes in, and if they don't know how to ride a bike, we kind of teach them, so then they know, and like turning corners and how to use it on the road and when to stop and go. But I think they actually enjoy it.
It's from year 2 to year 6.
And you got to road it. It basically just tells you which years going to different classes and telling them about the cycle track.
Yeah.
And we made like these little membership cards for them if they join. We send out parent mail and also hard copies.
Well, it's not us, but
the teachers.
We have about 3 or 4 school bikes, or you can bring in your own bikes to use.
Got new bikes because we've got big bikes for the juniors and we've also got small bikes for
like nursery.
they're really cool because they're just like
you need to have a helmet to actually ride on the cycle track.
Yeah, we need to be
strict
with them.
You can use the school's helmet, but as long as you're using the school's bike. So, but most of the time they use helmets, but we have to tell them.
So if you don't do this, we'll tell the teacher. With year 6, they didn't do anything right. They kept on being really bad. So we decided to just make year 6 just banned from the cycle track because they're being too silly for about a week.
Yeah.
So they don't do it again.
When they were okay, they were better.
It's fun.
No, it's only if they're like really up the track that we have to shout.
Because there's 2 people when they're helping out, there's 2 children, so one of them can take them to the nurse and then the other one keeps the rest.
We're going to break it down and set ourselves targets every half term. And because there's so many now, we've sort of merged the bike marshals and the JRSOs, so everybody's supporting everybody else. We're starting a cycle club, which will be an extension of the cycling we do at lunchtime. So they've already got their rotas, they know what days they're working. We're going to go through the bike maintenance with them so they can do bike checks. And that, I think, will just be our target for this half term.
Have they taught anyone to cycle? Or
yes! We had one little girl that she learned to cycle in year 1 on a bike week because she came in without her stabilisers and she couldn't do it, and by Friday the stabilisers were off and she was away.
Fantastic.
So that was a real success story. We did find when we were doing the cycle track on a rota that years 1 and 2 rarely bought bikes, and I think probably because they can't ride bikes. So So now we've got the bikes with stabilisers, when it's their turn we can bring the bikes out and they can have a go doing that. We have had to limit it because it is really, really popular. But I've said to the bike marshals that is one of their responsibilities is if they think that there's too many people and it's getting a bit out of hand, then they're to say you've got to try and take turns. So like on a bike to school week, we could maybe have 50 bikes. So you couldn't have all of those people riding up and down. On a normal week, we only would allow one class at a time. So there might only be 6 or 10, which is fine. They can manage that if they're being sensible, because it's quite a long way down and back again. But we've said to them, you know, if it looks like it's getting out of hand, then you need to say you'll have to take turns, you have to do 10 minutes and swap. JRSOs and the bike marshals have got their own newsletter, which goes out every term to say what we've done and what we're going to be doing the next term. And any events we have go in the newsletter to parents, and obviously walk to school weeks and bike weeks, then we send out parent mail to the whole school to let them know what's going to be happening each day, and then reiterate that you come in at 8:15 if you want to take part in the activities. They have very little to do at home actually. Usually the first day we ask them to come in bike decorated, just to sort of launch it really, like advertising it. And then after that everything is done in school, and it's done by the bike marshals and JRSO. So, because you know, parents are busy, aren't they? They're working. So all they've got to do really is get the children here at 8:15, which I think is probably an advantage, isn't it? Gives them an extra 15 minutes in the morning. They come in and then we have it set up outside the kitchen. But what we did, the last time we did it, we moved it further into the playground because it always gets really, really congested. So we put up ribbons and a big notice saying it was the VIP section. So children that had come on the first day with their bike decorated got a token, a VIP token, to say that they could go into the VIP area. So they knew that they were assured of their breakfast. And then for everybody else, then they just had to make sure that they got here early enough, because we got provisions that were donated by Costco, but we said when that's gone, it's gone. We had somebody approach us, and it was to do with the cookery club. They were providing the ingredients for our cookery club. So we went and said to them, we're going to have a biker's breakfast. You know, can you donate some stuff for that? And they said yes, quite happily. Whatever we went in and asked for, we said we could have milk for our hot chocolates and some biscuits and fruit.